Yes, we are coming. Şu 먹지. Paris 남시 단다 옷을 사게. 땡땡. zulzulzul. الهسه ليه أنا first day الهسه. The dialogue شميم. The tower تملي. The tower the lips right. إيه تاني كيف؟ دي برا كيف شو ده تاني برا. Bye. تيون. تاني تيجي تاني برا شو.
So, the origins of this tower will go. How long did it take to finish the tower? Any ideas? Of course, one person was selected, and that was Mr. Gustav Alexander Eiffel. Hitler actually came here in 1940. So this bridge is called Pont Neuf. It is.
Yeah. Ay, por fast. Tapi我就叽咕，他别来把手，他来这个嘞。看着。다 당신이 오프닝 치다 보딩 게트니 와우 땡땡 가티라 예보라 당신 당소 남도 Austrian Airlines 데 the journey starts now. Wow, Paris, we are coming. Out of dinner. Thank you. Austrian Airlines now. This is Schumacher 아니 chocolate 도 강를 대터 다 립주도 남주 밥소 다 Paris lep소 safely landing 다 Paris 라 밥사이 다 대주디 엑셀레이터니 Paris 남시 단다 옷을 사게 비제비제 50 meters. 아가야. 네, 딘데신데레. 딘데, 초콜릿 color 카브라. 부카다야 봐라. 딘데가 마시지. 마시지. 그래 이제 그래. 줄. بدل جهاز شو الهسه ليه أنا first day الهسه 다리 친데 개베기 채찍 노가마기 버드리 anga 제단 지키기 이 세션
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Yeah, just all the Then you did train the limb that I the dialogue shimmy bir hakim says again. So the tower tamle so the tower the lips ra tamla you do nam shi did she shot this cat so must be sichi do ta bonjour nene wow the tower tamle so ya yin da nyam kyap the tower the chinjik di pura kya shok so de ne pura kyok chon se ta nogama da outham da ye aram chin sa de shi dan de sai di chining nang lo zu ra de tyen chop bye tung.
So what is our itinerary for today going to be like? We're going to leave here, walk all the way through the first gate, and then we'll get to where we have to get our ticket. So there's going to be a line. And from there, we'll go all the way up to the first floor. All right. And then there, I will give you all the information you need requiring the Eiffel Tower. And of course, the monuments will be able to see from that vantage point. All right.
되게 일단 예쁘라 쇼스트. The entrances. First floor. Les maçons. Regarde, first floor leso.
You guys speak English too, right?
Yep.
Speak English, you understand? All right. So, the origins of this tower will go as far back as 1887. All right, this was the first time they started construction work right here. And who can guess the amount of time it was needed to build the entire tower? They started construction in 1887. How long did it take to finish the tower? Any ideas? No? Okay. 2 years, 2 months, and 5 days. All right, everything was done. And the reason why the Eiffel Tower was constructed was because they wanted to celebrate two things, please, so that people can pass. Thank you. They were going to celebrate the 100th year anniversary of the French Revolution. All right, and they were also going to celebrate something called the Universal Exposition. It was a period where they would give countries, several world powers, the ability to be able to create, several architectural discoveries, right? And it was another period for this to happen, so it coincided with the 100th year anniversary of the French Revolution. So it was for this reason that about 20 different engineers were consulted. Of course, one person was selected, and that was Mr. Gustav Alexander Eiffel. And this was the structure that was eventually accepted. Now, Eiffel himself wasn't the original designer of this tower. All right, he had some help. He had some architects working under him. The first guy was called Emile Nogia, the other guy was called Emmanuel Koechlin, and the third guy was called Sylvestre. These three guys were architects, and they were the ones that came up with the original design, the original drawing of the tower. All right. Now, when the tower was first constructed, it was 300 meters. Remember, it was the tallest building in the world before it would be overtaken by the Chrysler Building and the Empire State Building in the US. Eventually, it will increase to 330 meters. That is the current height right now. Now, originally, an antenna was added at the top of the tower that will help with signals discovering information about the enemy during the First World War, because this tower was meant to last for just 20 years. But when Eiffel did that, move by adding that antenna, it will help the government with discovering where, the enemy was and all of that. So the government said, okay, we have seen more purpose to this tower than just for the World's Fair Day or the French Revolution. So we're going to keep the tower. All right. Now, Eiffel will add more antennas to the tower eventually. So now we have 120 antennas at the top of the tower, right? And that's why it's 330 meters. Who can tell me the first color the tower was painted in? It's currently brown, as you can see. What was the first color it was painted in? You guys know colors? This is having an English group, but I will try. All right. So the first color this tower was painted in was color red. That's it. What you can see. All right. And then several years down the line, they've painted it several colors over the years. They've had brown, they've had gold. It has never been painted black. Never been painted purple, but it has been painted red. All right, that was the first color it was painted in. So we need 25 painters to paint the entire tower from start to finish. Before Mr. Eiffel died, he gave a standing order that the tower should be repainted every 7 years for a period of 36 months, so approximately 3.5 years. All right, so we need 25 painters. We need 60 tons of paint to paint the entire tower. That is 2 blue wheels of paint. You guys know what a blue wheel is? Yeah. Okay, so imagine 2 blue wheels of paint. This is what we need to paint the entire tower. All right, we need 1,500 brushes because it's not spray painted. You have to use your hand to paint it. So 1,500 brushes, 25 painters, 3,200 scrapers to take off the old paint before they can apply the new paint. The tower weighs 10,100 tons. That is the weight of the entire tower. All right. And then we have all of these tiny screws called rivets. Yeah. You can see them everywhere here. We have about 2.5 million of them. 2.5 million rivets hold the entire tower together. Fine, it's fine. All right. And then during the night time, I'm sure you people have seen the light bulbs, the lights. Yeah. Right. Yeah. We have 20,000 light bulbs within this premises. 20,000. All right. They were all installed in the year 2001. And the ones that twinkle light up for 5 minutes every hour on the hour from dusk up until 1 a.m. Now, dusk is evening. It could be 7 p.m., 8 p.m., 9 p.m. So let's just say 10 p.m. because we're in summer, all right? So 10 p.m., the lights come on for 5 minutes, right? 11 p.m., same thing. Midnight, same thing. 1 a.m., same thing, and then it stops. Till the next day by 10 p.m., 5 minutes, the same thing like that, all right? Hitler actually came here in 1940 during the invasion of France, and he wanted to get all the way to the summit. And the Eiffel management did something mischievous to prevent him from getting to the top. They cut off the cables. They cut off the lifts. Yes, and they said if you want to go to the top, you have to take the same stairs that we took, 1,665 stairs. And Hitler said, no, I'm not doing that. So the picture of Hitler around the Eiffel Tower is in the other side there called the Trocadero Gardens. All right, so from there he took his picture, and you can see here now. Of course, there has been nobody that died during the construction of the tower. Zero. It took there 2 years, 2 months, 5 days, and everything was so fast, so efficient. Nobody died. All right. The fastest walk from down all the way to the top is 7 minutes. Seven minutes all the way to the summit, not the first floor or second floor, all the way to the very top. 7 minutes. That's the Guinness Book of World Records for the fastest walk from down all the way up. All right. So I will show you guys the different monuments you'll be able to see from here. We'll start from that wing. Please come with me.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
So the monuments is there. 먼저 뒤는 모니먼이 이렇게 소리되고 아빠를 겹쳐. Wow, view the thing you see.
And if you look at the third bridge, you can actually see a Statue of Liberty. He created the internal skeleton framework on which the rest of the work was done. And after they had installed the one in New York, America wanted to show her gratitude to France, so they decided to give them another one that is 10 times more. That is a good way to show gratitude, right?
Yeah.
So this one originally faced this direction, but when they realized that the one in New York is facing here, they had to turn it to face that way, so that they can see higher by to cause them in New York. All right. And then this area is known as the Seine. The river is called La Seine. We have 27 bridges on this river. The oldest bridge is called Pont Neuf. It is about 110 years old. All right. That area is known as the 16th arrondissement. That is where old money resides. Usually you can't rent an apartment there. It's given from one family to another. All right, that area. Let's go this way.
Wow.
So this area is called Champ de Mars. Champ is spelled C-H-A-M-P-S. Mars, you already know, is the Roman god of war. So this was the field of war and the venue of the battle between the Romans and the Parisi, which were the first settlers here. The Parisi is from they are the tribe, the Celtic from. If you take out the last two eyes at the end, that's how we got Paris. Then you fast forward to the time of Napoleon Bonaparte. This place will be a training ground for the soldiers, right? Because you see that brown building over there with the French flag? That used to be the military school. Napoleon himself graduated from that school, all right? So it's the École Militaire. So during that time, they would use here to train the soldiers, and if they had a battle or parade they had to prepare for, this was where they would do all of that. Now, fast forward to today. This place is now a place of relaxation, recreation. During Bastille Day, which is the 14th of July, they set up around there, the middle, and then they have musical events, they have, fireworks display and all of that happen here. All right. Now, can we see that skyscraper there?
Yeah.
All right. That building is called Tour Montparnasse. Tour Montparnasse, or the Montparnasse Tower. All right. Now, Tour Montparnasse was constructed in 1979. And when they constructed it, the people of Paris didn't like the idea of having skyscrapers within the city because they didn't want it to mess up with the views of the older monuments. So they decided that all the skyscrapers that they're going to build after this one, they will move it all the way to the opposite direction in a place called La Défense. So that is the largest business district in the whole of Europe on that side. So every skyscraper that you have right now in Paris, they are all located in one place, which is in the opposite direction, right? So the people of Paris didn't like this one. They called it, and they still call it, the middle finger of Paris. Right.
Okay.
On this side, we can see a brown building that has a golden dome. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
All right. That building is called Les Invalides, or the Invalides. Originally, it was built as a hospital for the soldiers by Louis XIV, the Sun King. back then the soldiers were going to revolt against the king. So he didn't want a situation where they were going to go against him. And he felt the best thing to do was to build something to bribe them. So that was why he built this, and it was a hospital for them. Now, later on, it will become the final resting place of the greatest character to emerge from French history, Napoleon Bonaparte. All right, so that is his final, that is his grave right there. And it's also a war museum, so it documents all the different wars that have happened in France, from the Franco-Prussian War to the First World War, Second World War. Everything is documented there. All right, and then on the right-hand side, you have another building that has a dome on the right.
Yeah.
All right, all the way down. It looks like the Capitol building in the US. All right, that building is called the Pantheon.
Yeah.
Such an energetic child. The Pantheon is also a mausoleum and the final resting place of several dignitaries in Paris. You have past presidents, past engineers, past scientists, people like Voltaire, Victor Hugo. You know Victor Hugo? Yes. Josephine Baker. They are all buried right there at the Pantheon. All right. And then on the left-hand side, we have a building that has a twin tower structure by a crane. Can you guys see that on the left?
Yeah.
Yes. So that is the Notre Dame of Paris. On the left-hand side, twin tower structure by a crane. All right. So the Notre Dame dates as far back as 850 plus years ago. Of course, we all heard about the fires in 2019. It was burnt. There were speculations as to what caused it. Some say it was a short-circuit electric failure. Some others said someone was smoking a cigarette and didn't properly dispose of it. We're not sure what caused it, but we are happy in Paris that it has been finally restored and it's now open to the rest of the world to see. All right. Of course, we can see a brown building with 4 golden domes. Can we see that?
Yeah.
Over there. All right. So that is the Russian Orthodox Cathedral right here in the heart of Paris. It has everything about Russian history. The oligarchies, the Tsars, the Tsarinas, right there. And it's also open to the public. All right, the one with the 4 golden domes. All right, and then right in front of that we have another building with a transparent roof and the French flag. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Forward. All right, that building is called the Grand Palais, and in front of it you also have the Petit Palais. These 2 buildings are used for architectural exhibitions and art exhibitions as well. All right. On the right-hand side we have a bridge with 4 golden statues. Can you see that? All right, that bridge is called Pont Alexandre III, or the Alexander III Bridge. It was actually built in 1900 as a symbol of friendship between France and Russia. The relationship between these two was quite amicable back then. As a matter of fact, St. Nicholas Romanov would come all the way from Russia for the take-cutting ceremony back then. So they were very good friends that time. And then in front of that, we have a brown building that has the Ferris wheel at the end. Can you see the Ferris wheel over there? The most artistic district in the whole of Paris. And for those of you that want to get a painting or mural of your face, that's the best place to go to. All right, it's right there on that hill. Yeah, the Artist Square is behind the cathedral. So now, all right, it's literally right there. It's brown. It's big. Yeah, the big structure on that side. So the Arc de Triomphe is a symbol of victory, and of course, a very important symbol for the people of France. You have notable figures like Napoleon and several others that have their stories inscribed on the body of the structure. And then on the inside, you have a staircase that you can climb to take you to the top. It gives you a beautiful view of the city, maybe not as pretty as what we see from here, but you get to see parts of the city from there. In front of it, you have a very popular high fashion street called the Champs-Élysées. You guys know the Champs-Élysées? No? Where you guys do your shopping? That's where you go to your shopping, right? So you want to buy anything from Sephora, John, to Nike, whatever it is you want to buy, that's where you want to go to, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is your test.
Yeah.
Yay! Yay! 저 뛴다. 예, 같이 뛴다. 뛴다. 아차 뛴다. 뛴다. 오 와우. 와우. Somebody that TV this, the couple ye ma lo de. Or am lu ma so yin la kwe. Tin lock de. Ni de da so. Second floor but the je du la yin yang. The first floor kora ina fish ya. Ta won di gi. Ta ya view chama thong so. Then do stay ni. Wow, ta le so. Ya ko ni ya dunia de sha. Ini yang liang tu. Oh. Wow. Baik lapar lagi cute tu.
¿Cómo que me puso un jala?
On that I want to do a little bit. Yeah, cái gì lọc tiền.
Don't touch it, don't touch it.
One year what?
Hello, 1 year of price.
Cái chuyện thấy. Ay bırakacağız insan saat işte. Hey, kaçış. Hey, mango trash. Thank you.
Attore, cinema non finita spettacolo. Questo mini spettacolo, mini casino la bull. La pelota, la pallina, capo, vuole di stare si può fare orizzonte.
Excuse me, hi, hello. Can you please take a picture of us? Yeah, thank you. Bonjour.
Bonjour.
나 미워져 찍고 다 빼내 봐서 당근에 그래. 이번 네가 자니 빠르게 할 거야. 우와, 참. That is much the lafa ma da tsara bar yakto. Elisha. Tam diş. Tabii çok kısa. Undersha. So, the thing is bed for a drum to Tangarang opposite side la Louvre Museum the Mona Lisa. And this too. This time Hanzo Nanglo la Jume and the Louvre Hajigila. Now Kizibe Mindu and the some excitement in Mindura Tambuchina. Chilisina. The global chumbo school.